Insanely delicious cake for festive events. I recommend all housewives to take note of the recipe for chocolate cake with currants. Here's a currant in syrup. Preparing a sponge cake. Melt the chocolate in a water bath. Rub the yolks with half the sugar. Whisk the proteins with the remaining sugar until frothy. In the proteins, we introduce yolks, chocolate, mix gently. With the help of a pastry bag, we squeeze out cakes in a circle. Preheat the oven to 170 C. Bake for 2 minutes, very carefully cool. The cakes are fragile. Prepare the ganache. Soak the gelatin in cold water. Chop the black currant, 300 grams, with an immersion blender, and rub through a sieve. Add liqueur, sugar, lemon juice, mashed currants to the water, and bring to a boil. Enter the pressed gelatin. Stir. Grind the chocolate for the ganache, and melt in a saucepan in a water bath. Pour in the prepared blackcurrant syrup, and beat with light movements. Cool it down. Add pieces of softened butter into the cooled ganache with a whisk. Let the syrup drain from the berries. Set aside a few whole pieces. Place a round shape without a bottom with a diameter of 24 centimeters, with high sides on a baking sheet, covered with cooking paper. Place the first biscuit cake in it. When baking, the cakes will spread a little, because they will have to be carefully cut off, along the inner edge of the mold beforehand. Cover it with half of the ganache, and sprinkle with half of the black currant berries. Cover the ganache with a second cake, and repeat the operation. Cover with a second cake. Refrigerate for 2 hours, then remove the mold. Make a ganache to cover. Melt chocolate in a water bath. Add cream and cocoa a little. Let it cool down to become plastic. The finished chocolate cake with currants is smeared with ganache, decorated with berries and cocoa before serving. Bon appétit!